Now, if you remember back to 2018, Nike did a very special collection of products for the Nigerian national team. It's what they deemed to be their hype nation for that particular year. They got some really cool kits, a bunch of really cool apparel, all of which pretty much sold out. And to go along with that, on the boot side of things, they actually released a limited edition exclusive Nike ID option where you could get that same pattern on the kits, also on the boots. Unfortunately, I didn't order a pair, so I don't have any to show you, but in 2020, they have selected a brand new hype nation, that nation being South Korea. And inside this box, I have their exclusive boots for this collection, which, as you can see, are absolutely insane. We've been getting a lot of good Mercurial colorways lately, but this one is arguably at the very top of the list. So unless you're following Nike directly, you might have missed this release because unlike most other colorways Nike puts out, you can't buy these from retailers. They're available exclusively from Nike's own website, and originally they were only supposed to release in South Korea, but after about 2 weeks of that being the case, they changed their mind, and most Nike regions actually have these for sale in Vapor as well as Superfly form. This colorway is not available in any of their other models, and it's only available on the top-end versions of the Mercurial with a $25 premium on the retail price. Either way, there are some incredible details and some really cool extras that come with these boots. I want to show them to you in today's video, including how they fit and feel on feet. So if you're interested in learning more, please stick around, watch the entire video. And if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, you can click the first link down below. That's going to take you to the review page on my website, where you will find links directly to buy these from Nike in your specific region. Again, it varies from region to region in terms of what's available. Unfortunately, no coupon codes either because it is a Nike exclusive. Either way, if you want a pair, the link's down below. The day there's an SR4U coupon code to use on Nike's website will be the same day that Nike explains what ACC actually is. By the way, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, please support it with a like. It goes a long way. And if you are new here watching for the first time and don't want to miss out on weekly content on everything football boots, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, before we get into the boots, let's take a closer look at the extras because Nike has done a very good job here. The box, as you can see, is not the normal kind of boring gray and black box. Instead, it is a white holographic base with black tiger stripes running throughout the entire box, which just looks fantastic. You can see on the lid of the box, you actually have the symbol found on the South Korean flag, but they've actually taken the middle part of the flag and made it out of Nike swooshes, which may or may not be controversial. I'm not sure if you should be modifying the flag. Either way, they've done it, and it does end up looking quite cool in my opinion. It has this little rectangle right here with a word and or words and or sentence. I'm not entirely sure what that says. You can translate. Feel free to do so down below in the comment section. On the one side where the label would normally be, you have this chrome label. That doesn't really give much information. It's just there for the sake of design. But then on the opposite side, you have your normal size tag, which for those that are curious, that's what it looks like. And then open up the box and it's finished on the inside as well in this nice matte black. And you can see it has the Korean national team branding right there. They just did a really good job with the box, so I'll say that much. However, the string bag, which we all know is by far the most important thing, they've outdone themselves. This is going to be a contender for the string bag of the year for sure. You can see on the front, it has that same logo, the South Korean flag made out of Nike swooshes. But if you look even closer, it's actually white on white tiger stripes, which just looks really, really cool. The Mercurial logo there at the bottom. And then on the back, you can see it has the normal white and black tiger stripes with the South Korea national team logo there at the bottom. And even the strings, they have tiger stripes. And they're not the normal Nike string bag strings in that they're not ropes. They're actually flat laces, so you can see the tiger stripes that much more clearly. It is a very well executed string bag, and it gets a rating of 47.1 out of 51.3. Now, as for the boots themselves, I think they look incredible. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because I think that white tigers are one of the coolest animals in existence. I don't think there's too many people that are going to fight me on that. But I have heard basically the only knock on this boot in the comment section being that some people think it looks like the launch colorway of the Adidas Nemesis 17, which I kind of understand, but at the same time, these do look quite a bit different. Tigers existed before the Nemesis did, so I don't think that Nike necessarily copied anybody, but I can see how the pattern kind of transitions right here is somewhat similar to how the Nemesis also did it. Either way, what is different about this boot in person is that it's a white base that has a very slight amount of pearl to it, which isn't super noticeable, but the tiger stripes themselves are actually like this sparkly, almost navy blue color. It's much more noticeable in person that they're blue stripes rather than black stripes, or you can see on the laces, those are very clearly white laces with black stripes. So there is a bit of contrast there. Either way, it still looks fantastic in person. And the significance of the white tiger, based on the little bit of research that I did, is one, it's in the crest of the Korean national team, so I assume it's very important. But apparently in South Korean mythology, the white tiger is a symbol for power as well as courage, which makes sense, and obviously it's very important to the South Korean national team. And I think that this, as a design for a Mercurial and a signature boot, it just works really good. It's a very, I guess, smart execution from Nike is the best way to put it. You'll find that the Nike swoosh does have the lightning style to it that we also see in the new neighborhood pack that some people really don't like. I quite like the look of it, but this has this kind of two-tone look where it's kind of red and then fades into pink and then transitions into blue. So the actual lightning bolt aspect of it is a lot less noticeable because of that color change, basically right at the diagonal of the lightning bolt. And you have that on both the lateral and medial side. Again, kind of the colors of South Korea, so I think it works really nicely. It has this wording here on the top, which I'm not sure what that means. The laces, as you can see, have tiger stripes as well, which they're chunkier laces than the normal ones because of that tiger stripe printing, so something to be aware of. And then you'll find on the back, you have that South Korean Nike swoosh logo and then whatever that says. Again, I can't read it, so you're gonna have to tell me what it says. You'll find on the bottom of the boot, it does have the tiger stripes flowing through the midfoot area. You'll find that the sole plate does have a wearable finish where it's kind of semi-translucent, and the wearable finish is just this kind of semi-holographic coating on the surface, which just gives it this slight rainbow effect. Very, very premium, but once that wears off, it's still gonna be translucent, so I don't think it'll look that much different. If anything, it's just gonna have grass stains, which is kind of a normal thing for white boots. I should also point this out as well, although I'm sure you've noticed, this does feature the normal ACC and Flyknit logos there on the side, which we don't always see on Mercurial colorways, but it does seem to be a new trend as of late. And then the insole, fully removable, of course. I'll give you guys a quick look at that as well. It has the same coloring as the Nike swoosh, where it fades from blue into this red color with some pinks and lighter blues and purples in the middle, but also has the black tiger stripes, and then has this little kind of symbol right here, which is the same one found on the outside of the box in chrome. I'm usually against Nike charging a $25 premium on what is basically just a limited edition colorway, but when they go through this much trouble to incorporate all these little details, along with the packaging and the string bag, for one of the first times ever, I feel like the $25 premium is actually somewhat justified. And as far as execution is concerned on a limited edition product, they did a really, really good job. As for the performance side of things, these are physically the same as other colorways of the Nike Mercurial. The only difference you're going to find is, of course, the Nike swoosh on the lateral and medial side being stuck on the surface of the upper, which is actually pretty common on some of the latest colorways. Doesn't seem to affect fit, feel, or quality in any way whatsoever. So other than that one minor difference, as I've talked about probably about 7,000 times on this channel over the last 9 months or so, the current generation of Mercurial, whether it's the Vapor 13 or Superfly 7 Elite, they're excellent boots. If you're a fan of the speed boot category, they're arguably the best ones available. And if you've worn Mercurials in the past, there is an argument to be made that this is the greatest Mercurial of all time. So you kind of know what you're getting into at this point. It's just a matter of whether or not you want your Mercurials to have tiger stripes. And to be fair, you probably do want your Mercurials to have tiger stripes. So as you can see, I have not swapped out the stock tiger themed laces because I have some respect for the Nike design team that went the extra mile in regards to the laces. And to get the full effect, I figured it was right to show you guys what the boots look like with the stock laces. However, if you look inside this boot, I do have some of these, which are some blue and black grid pattern SR4U replacement laces, which if I were to replace them, I think these would look pretty cool. They are still a great way of changing up the style of your boots in a very inexpensive way. So if you're interested in some SR4U laces for yourself, the website to visit is www.sr4ulaces.com. There'll be a little pop-up on screen as well as a link down below in the description. So be sure to go ahead and check that out. On feet, I suppose you can judge for yourself, but in my opinion, they look fantastic. The tiger stripes on the white base is a really really cool look for the Mercurial. That's already a pretty sleek design as it is. The color choice for the Nike swoosh really stands out, and as a whole I just think they look fantastic. In terms of fit and feel, they're the same as any other colorway of the Mercurial Vapor 13 Elite, which is definitely not a bad thing. The Flyknit upper wraps your foot very closely. They still have decent flexibility to them. They do, to a certain extent, have a sock-like sensation, but because of the high tenacity yarn that reinforces the entire upper, it has a tremendous amount of structure without being overly stiff. So the lockdown and general responsiveness of the boot, the connection that you get between your foot and the boots themselves is really impressive. The anatomic sole plate underneath is super noticeable as well. And as a whole, Nike has just done a really good job in terms of building a truly complete feeling pair of speed boots. As far as width is concerned, they're Mercurial, so they do have a tight fit. If you have really wide feet, probably not a great option for you, but if you've worn Mercurials in the past, these should fit you just fine. And then as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing these in my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and the length is perfect. So if you're looking to order some for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. Again, if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, either the Vapor or the Superfly, first link down below, that's going to take you to the review page on my website, where you will find buy it now links to Nike's website. It'll take you to whatever region you live in, because you can only buy from your own region when it's from Nike directly. But keep in mind, they are limited. They are selling out quite quickly, so every size won't be available forever. Get them while you can if you really want a pair. Other than that, if you guys do have any questions regarding these boots, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. I'll do my best to get an answer out to you. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.